You are welcome once again to the True Word channel. The True Word channel brings to you nothing but the truth. I remain Eric Paddy Boso. You are welcome. We've been going through a lot of studies which has to do with our daily life or our reasons or the reason why we are here. You know, we've been brought here for a purpose. We are not just living, coming to live and then die and go away. But we all have a purpose. And our previous lessons taught us about certain things we need to do to be able to identify why we are here. And among such, we also have the opportunity to treat marriage. Why some marriages work or are working, and some will not work or are not working. We all know that marriage is an institution being established by God, the Most High Himself. And as such, it is a soulmate connection. So both parties have to be on the same level so that the left will pour into the right, and then the right will also pour back into the left, so that both of them will be on the same level, the same energy level, the same vibrational level. Then such relationship will be able to work, because there is no masking. One party will not mask him or herself. There is no cheating. There are no lies. Everything or everybody speaks out their feelings openly, and there is a free flow of communication between these two. So it makes it very easy for the two of them to feel for each other,
Marriage 3.
emotionally, to connect, and also to think and create, and also do whatever or fall into their sole purpose or divine assignment, so that they will be able to fulfill their demands or their needs for that unity or union. We know that as the Most High established this fine unity and connection, the enemy has also created his own version. Now, the enemy's version, we all know that it is the opposite of whatever God will create or wish for his people. You know, John chapter 3 verse 16 said that for God so loved the world. That love that God loved the world is still existed today. But because the enemy is taking so much control over the 3D world, which is the physical world, so mostly we don't see the love of God, which is supposed to manifest in our lives and the lives of others around us. So in our previous lessons, we treated marriage 1, and then we also treated marriage 2. In both lessons, we found out that there are several types of connections. We have the twin flame connection, which is one particular soul or one single soul being splitted into two. So these two people, they love each other, they care for each other from the beginning. But as time goes on, one party, who is the weaker part, who is connected to the 3D world, who is an agent to the devil, who sometimes or mostly have a contract with the devil, mostly becomes the one that the devil uses to destroy these twin flame relationships. Now, the twin flame relationships is highly powered by fake and masked activities, especially from the one who did not do the work, the person who did not put in the work. And we also know that the one who puts in the work becomes the divine feminine, and the one who did not put in the work becomes the karmic masculine. So it can be a man, it can be a woman. Now, the relationship between two people, whilst one is genuinely loving and the other is not loving genuinely, is also the twin flame relationship. Now, this twin flame relationship, as we learned in the previous lessons, is because one person accepted his faults, his weaknesses, or her weaknesses, and decided not to repeat such activities or such acts anymore, and then decided to live a better life, love God, and also love his or her partner. The other one who pretends, especially from the beginning of the relationship, pretends to love and covered so many things from the partner, is the one that is always the narcissist. So today we are going to look at the characters of the narcissist and then why their relationship or being connected to a narcissist, why it might not work, or why is it mostly a karmic relationship instead of a soulmate relationship, or why is it a twin flame relationship but not the soulmate relationship. In a soulmate relationship, both parties vibrate at the same frequency, so they love each other equally. But in a twin flame relationship, which is the karmic relationship, one party always love more than the other, and then the one who love more always chases the one who does not love. And anytime the relationship breaks up, the one who does not love so much now comes to start chasing the one who loves so much. So it is always imbalanced. Yes. And we know that narcissists are mostly demonically possessed. And their character, that as we know, they always think about themselves. So straight we go and we look at, so our topic today is marriage. This is number 3. So we are looking at why marriages, okay, why relationships and marriages does work and does not work. So it does work and it does not work. Our concentration more is going to be on why it does not work. And we know that twin flame relationship, which is a narcissist connected relationships, will not end into a successful marriage. It will look good from the beginning. It will look nice. There's a lot of fire in it, but at the end of the day, it will not work. It will not end well because one party is a narcissist. Now, when we take the character of a narcissist, you know, mostly they are demonically possessed. Either they have witchcraft or any type of demonic attachment to them. And because of this, their desire and their assignment is to come and destroy or draw from the good person, the other partner, who is the divine feminine. It can be a man, it can be a woman. So this narcissist can also be a man, can also be a woman. Is the one who is going to cause or open the channel for the enemy or for the devil to come in, because the narcissist agenda in the marriage or in the relationship is to draw every good thing in the relationship into their personal self or into the assignment that the devil, or into to fulfill the contract that the devil has assigned him or her to do. So their assignment or their role in the relationship, it is not for the relationship to work and become a soulmate relationship as God wanted, but theirs is to seek for themselves, to have everything good from the other partner. If the other partner has any spiritual gifts, he or she will try to siphon the energy from the good person. And at the end of the day, they leave the other party wanting and useless. Sometimes they can even leave them dead because they cheat a lot. They have a lot of sexual immoralities going all around. So their love and their heart is not into the relationship. They are only there for physical gain, for material gain, for anything they can get, to use your energy to be able to manifest whatever they want in their spiritual, or get their promotion in their coven groups or in their spiritual whatever group or arrangement they have. So this character of a narcissist always break up relationships and also marriages. Now, narcissists also feel validated. They always want to be validated. Always in a relationship, they want to be recognized. They want, so as such, they go out and find validation outside their relationship. You know, relationship or marriage is supposed to be a close contact between two people. But with a narcissist, that connection is not going to work because he or she is not going to open up her mind, her thoughts, her feelings, her emotions to the other party. Because she'll give just a little and then share the rest with others outside. So when you are in a relationship or in a marriage and one party is not opening up, one party is always feeling like he or she is more or is favoring the other party and is not trying to put in the work, then you know that you might have something to do with the demon. Now, Other characters of a narcissist is that they are chronic liars. Narcissists can lie to death, and they will keep lying to you from the beginning of the relationship to the end. So you have to open your eyes when dealing with a narcissist. They gaslight a lot. They will cause a problem, and then they will pretend as if you are the one who caused the problem. They play victim in the same problem that they cause. So they will cause a problem, and then they will project the problem to you and act as if you are the one who caused the problem. So you have to be watchful. They don't speak the truth. They are always lying, and they betray a lot. They are betrayers. Betrayal is very, very great, and they are also masked. They are not the people you think they are. When they come to you, they act differently, and when they go outside, they act differently. So they live double lives. So, and they do this subtly in a way that you will not know and you will never realize. You play it neat and clean. So when somebody comes to tell you that your partner is like this or like that, you will never believe it. It is one of their tactics. And because they use the demonic powers to do this, so it is very easy for them to manipulate, because they are master manipulators, and they do it with in a way that even in your face you might not easily realize it unless you are also strong spiritually. So they do all this. Sometimes they also use black magics and other things to confuse the relationship, to confuse the other partner, to try to control the relationship. Whether it's a man or a woman, they try to control the relationship. So they'll do everything possible to draw the other party under their control. So with the list of narcissists, it goes on and on. And when this kind of relationship goes on, it is not balanced. So the reason why there's a twin flame relationship is that, or a karmic relationship is that, because these two people who are the splitted souls, who are the twin flames, they believed to live or to have become, or they were married, or they were couples, or they were together in the past life. This separate soul, this one soul that has been divided into two, which is the twin flames, one becomes a man and one becomes a woman. They were believed to live in the past life, and marriage and relationship is supposed to be balanced. But because it has not been balanced, and we know that the universe is a keeper of records. So what happened is these two people come back again, reincarnation. They come back again so that they can put things right. One party was cheating on the other. One party was using the other. One party was always controlling the other. And this relationship is not perfect, which is supposed to go to the extent of being arranged before the Almighty. So they have to come back, work on themselves. Then they can become soulmates. Then their marriage or their union will become perfect. Now, if they did not come out of the old world, the old life, the past lives, which is cheating, betrayal, manipulation, all sort of acts, they cannot inherit the blessings that God has installed into marriage, the benefits that is in marriage, their divine purpose, which supposed to be in alignment with their unity. All this cannot be achieved. So this is one of the reasons why relationships and marriages cannot work. If these two people, the two split souls, were able to come together and they are able to realize that this time, although they may not know that they have met in a past life, but if the realization comes that both of us have to work on ourselves, or each person have to work on themselves by letting go all the things of the old world, which is the sins, especially when we go to Galatians chapter 5, verse 19 to 21, it talks about a huge sin, numerous sins that will not inherit the kingdom of God. So when these two people are able to identify themselves that no, they have to respect their partner, they have to respect their roles, they have to also know that this relationship or this unity must lead to something beyond just a normal thing, then they begin to take out everything. If you are an alcoholist or alcoholic, you get rid of it. If you are a liar, you get rid of it. You get rid of all form of sin. If you are adulterer, you are adultery, you are a fornicator, you are whatever it is that you have to get rid of it. If it happened that way, then the marriage or the relationship begin to become proper. That means they are able to move away from sin into righteousness. And therefore, the karmic relationship becomes a soulmate relationship. Or the twin flame relationship will develop into a soulmate relationship, which is accepted by God. Then they can also inherit all the blessings, all the good things of marriage and the unity. Now, when we come to the reason why, we have reasons why relationships or marriages will not work. Taking it from our previous discussions, we talk about paying the karmic debt. Maybe in a past relationship, in the past life, these two people met before, but the relationship couldn't end well because one party was not proper, was not acting well. Then there is an opportunity for the two of them to come together. Now, this opportunity is a time where each of them go within themselves and take out everything that does not help them. Then they will be able to do what? They will be able to evolve and go and move forward. Now, some of the reasons that these relationships or marriage might not work perfectly is because, one, there is a karmic debt that's supposed to be paid, but it has not been paid. One of the karmic debts might be imbalanced relationship, or one party is controlling. So number one reason might be in the past life. So in the past life, one party might be over overly controlling. Yes. So the reason why the karmic relationships will not work and the karmic marriages will not work is that one person might be overly controlling. Now, we know that it is always the narcissist, the negative person, the weaker person, the one with the lower vibration, is the one who will always seek to control the one with the positive energies. So, one party might be overly controlling. It can be the woman, it can be the man. Now, which ways do one party control? Now, one party who might love to be controlling can have a high ego. The same person can also have some demonic attachments. The same person can also possess the spirit of witchcraft. The same person can also be performing black magics. So, in any of these ways, one party can have control over the other. Since the other person loves genuinely, so this other person who does not love genuinely will try to control the other person through their character, their ego, their high ego, or through some demonic attachments, or through witchcraft, or through black magic. So, in any of these mentioned ways, one party can control the other. And when this thing happens, the other becomes a slave to the relationship because it is the work of the devil. The Bible let us know that the thief cometh not to kill, to steal, and to destroy. So, the wrong partner, who is the narcissist, is an agent to the devil. So, he has come into this relationship to bring down the good person, the divine masculine or the divine feminine. So, he uses all these four means to control the relationship. And the universe is a keeper of records. So this thing has taken place in the past life. So now universe bring these two people together to make the correction. So that the one who was controlling with black magic and spirits and other things will now come back and then live a normal life, love genuinely, so that both of them can walk into the soulmate journey, which is the marriage. Now, number two reason. The second reason why the one party or there is need for to come back for corrections or to work, or while the karmic relationships or the twin flame relationship will not end up successfully in a good marriage or in a marriage, is that they have, maybe in the past life they have sexual immorality. So number two, it can be the reason of sexual immorality. Yes. Maybe in the past life, there might be sexual immoralities being adopted or being, yes, adopted by one party. So if one party acts immorally, although he or she is in a relationship, but still acts sexual immorality, this can lead to a karmic debt. Now, people or certain people can be in a relationship, but they can be committing sexual immoralities. And one of the sexual immoralities, when we go to the book of Deuteronomy, it mentions a lot of sexual immoralities, some of which will be, so A, we have same sex. So sometimes a partner can be in a relationship but still have a same sex relationship with somebody somewhere outside his or her matrimonial or patrimonial home. They can still have same sex relationship somewhere outside their marriage or relationship. So if this activity is going on or it has happened in the past life before, then it is an opportunity. The universe has brought these two people, that's the twin flame, to come together and then make correction to this, because this cannot be with you whilst you go into the kingdom of God. So same sex relationships, this have to be broken. This cycle of same sex have to be broken because one party was not faithful to the other, and there should be justice, there should be balance. So they have to come together, and the one who was involved in the past life, who is into the same sex, must realize this time around that we have to be genuinely loving to the other party and must make sure that we get rid of this, because whatever they did in the past life will transfer, will come into this new life. So they have to realize and get rid of this activity. And the second thing is under sexual immorality, we can have B. We have sex with married person. The reason why sexual immorality is will cause the karmic relationships not to be able to go into the soulmate relationship or reach the level of the soulmate relationship is that one party might be sleeping with married people. It's also under sex immorality, sexual immorality. So if in a marriage or in a relationship in the past life, one party was or had been having an affair secretly with a married person, it's also bring a lot of trouble into this their new relationship. So this partner who has been sleeping with a married person must find out his or her weak point and then stop this particular sin. So if he or she did not work on himself or herself, then this sin is still there. So he or she will still be going around this cycle. So in this lifetime, you'll find a person in a marriage, you'll find a person in a serious relationship, but will still be sleeping around with other married people. It's very possible. So if this thing is happening, it becomes like a curse. So when you are sleeping with married people, other people's relationships, causing confusion and breakage into other people's relationships, then definitely your relationship will also not work. It's a big sin. Then another part of the sexual relationship, immoral, that's number C. The other part is sleeping with close relatives. Sleeping with close relatives. Some people take sleeping with anybody at all as a normal thing. So somebody will be in a relationship but will still be sleeping with their parents. Like a woman can be sleeping with the father, having sexual relationship with the father. A man can have sexual relationship with the mother. The same way, brothers and sisters can also be involved in this sexual immorality. The same way, cousins can be involved in sexual relationship. And all this because it is a bloodline. So sleeping with your own blood is immorality. It's unclean. So if in the past life one party is involved in sleeping with their close relatives, or in the past life one party had been sleeping with the other party's family, that is the in-laws. One party had been sleeping with the in-laws, the father-in-laws, the brother-in-laws, the mother-in-law, the sister-in-law. One party had been sleeping with those people or has ever done something of that sort. Or one man sleep with two sisters, or one sister sleep with two brothers, and all those kind of sexual immoralities. Then when they come into this life, then they have to change. That particular partner must change because that debt will follow you into this life. So you have to break free from that curse, which is the sexual immorality. You have to break free from it. So if you don't break free from it, then this relationship will not work up to the soulmate relationship, which is the married God has established. So this kind of sexual immorality can also cause marriages not to work. So one party who is involved in this kind of activity must work on him or herself. Then now they can be able to move into the soulmate relationship. Now, apart from sexual immorality, we also learn that there is a karmic relationship which one party is a narcissist, and the narcissist partner who is mostly demonically attached. What happened is when the two partners, the divine masculine or the divine feminine and the karmic masculine. That is the one who has done the work, who is the divine masculine or divine feminine. It can be a man, it can be a woman. Then the one who does not do the work, put in the work, who refuse to turn from his or her old ways, is the karmic masculine or karmic feminine. It can be a man or it can be a woman. Now, what happens is when these two people are not able to meet, or maybe they met, but they were not able to put in the work, or one party is not able to put in the work. Because of that, the relationship did not last and they break up. You realize that one party will still cannot move on, especially the one who loves genuinely cannot move on easily. The reason is that the other partner, who is the narcissist, may have performed some black magic on the other party because he wanted to control. So he might have performed some black magic on the other party, and that has not been broken. That magic has not been broken. So although the narcissist will move on into a different partner, you will find yourself still wanting. You are in a new relationship, but you still feel like you are still feeling for the other party. You are in a relationship. The other party has got married and they are living their life anyhow. They are continuing with the narcissist has married or is in a relationship and is continuing with his bad character in those relationships and he's living his life the way you want it, but you are not able to move on. The one who loves genuinely is not able to move on because either the narcissist partner has bewitched, sometimes can use a witchcraft to trap the good person. So even though there is a separation in the relationship and in the marriage, the one who loves genuinely, because he's still under the spell, the black magic, so he or she will find it difficult to move on. So anytime, even if he's 18, he will still be thinking about the narcissist partner. Even if he's sleeping, he will still be dreaming. Even if he's in a new relationship, he will still be thinking about that old person. It cannot move on. Yes. So this kind of activity, or when this thing is happening, then you should know that there is a presence of a black magic or a witchcraft that is acting. And if something like this happen, what happened is that there should be a cord cutting. There should be a cord cutting. Now, this cord cutting is it's a spiritual act. It's just something simple, but it has a lot of significance to be able to break the karmic relationship, that demonic attachment, that bond, because the narcissist is working with the devil, and spiritually they have locked the good person into a cage. They have tied, they have a bond, spiritual bond with the good person. The narcissist has a spiritual bond with the good person. So what happened is that this person will still be thinking of the other person every day, every night, although the relationship has broken or they have separated. They would find it difficult to move on. So there should be a cord cutting. So you can go to Google, you can search what a cord cutting is, and they'll show you a lot of how you can go about cord cutting. If you are in a relationship, you have been in a relationship before, but you guys are separated, but you cannot move on. Every day, every night, you are thinking about the person. You dream about the person, everything about the person. You are even in a new relationship, or you find it very difficult to be in a new relationship. You are always thinking about the other party all the time, all the time. Then you should know that there is a demonic attachment. So you need a cord cutting. You need to go to Google and search the different forms of cord cuttings you do to be able to separate your spirits from that person. Yes, so cord cutting is also important. That's what to use to separate the karmic from the masculine, the karmic from the divine masculine. This is what we use to cut it. Now, in this same karmic relationship, there are certain points where both parties, the karmic masculine and the divine feminine, or the twin flames, both parties have gone to marry different people. They are not together. Either they met and it couldn't work, or they haven't met yet, but they are with different people. The man is with a different woman, the woman is also with a different man. Now, it happens sometimes that you are married, you are with your man as a woman, but whenever you sleep, you find out that there is a man that comes around you who is not your husband. He comes to you in a spirit. Sometimes when you are having a vision, you see the man beside you. Sometimes when you are having dreams, you see the man beside you. Sometimes you are having an affair, or the man is having an affair with you. Anytime, meanwhile, you are in a relationship, serious relationship, or you are even married, but you still find yourself having an affair with another man, or you are a man, you are married, but you are still having, you still see yourself having an affair with another woman in your dream. If this thing is happening, then you should know that it is your twin flame who is a narcissist, who is projecting himself or herself to you. For the devil, they already know you from the past life, they know you. So your twin flame partner who has already married you in the spirit. So this is the generation of spiritual marriages. You see, somebody is in a relationship, but yet is having an affair spiritually with another person. This is the generation of spiritual marriage. The twin flame, which can be who is a narcissist, who is demonically connected, can marry you in the spirit. So, irrespective for the fact that you are in a relationship, you are in a serious relationship, or you are even married, that partner can also demonically be draining your energy. So, what happens is, although you are not together, but then you are still sleeping in the spirit. You are connected in the spirit. And we call it spiritual marriage. So this twin flame partner can also cause you not to concentrate on your marriage, because when he's having an affair with you in the spirit, it make you lose interest for your physical partner. So this can also cause your marriage to break or will not reach the ultimate high that God has created. So this spiritual marriage can also cause very good relationships to break down. So if you are in a marriage, if you are in a relationship and things are not working, you are putting in so much, but you are not receiving what you are putting into it, then it is a time you need to ask important questions. You need to question yourself, because it is possible that you might be in a twin flame relationship, and since you have decided to work on yourself, to put in the hard work so that you can become a better partner for your opposite, the other partner refuse to put in the work, then that partner becomes an agent. It becomes a vehicle, or it becomes a means in which the devil uses to get access to your life. Because mostly before the devil will get access to you, you will try to use the person very, very close to you. Yes, because it will be difficult for the devil to get you yourself going against yourself. So you use somebody who is very, very close to you to break you down, because you don't want the purpose of God to progress. So the chosen ones must take this thing very, very seriously. The chosen ones have a very bright aura and a very bright light, because they are light workers. They have a lot of blessings upon their life. When the devil sees this kind of chosen ones, they try to push narcissists, very wrong people, into their lives. And when these wrong people come into their life, they try to siphon the energy of the very good person, and then they use the energy for themselves. So in this kind of relationship, that you have to question yourself. You have to find out the spiritual background of your partner. You have to make sure your partner also put in the same work. Get rid of everything, that the two of you can walk the journey of a soulmate relationship, which will lead into the genuine marriage that God has established. But if things are not working the way they're supposed to go, upon putting in extra efforts and it is not working, then you should know that there is a need for you to advise yourself. You need to be open. You need to think beyond love, because don't be blinded with just love. Love goes two ways. When I give you love, you also give me love. That is how it is being made. One person is not supposed to be the slave for any relationship. Both parties must put in the work. Both parties must love equally. Then they'll be able to attain the level of which God has created for marriage, or for couples to be able to attain the purpose of marriage. So, if you're a young person, in the previous lessons, I stressed on how to study your partner, how to go behind and find out who the person you are going to marry is. The same way, when you are already in a relationship, make sure you do the hard work, find out who your person is. Otherwise, your efforts will all be for nothing because they'll drain your energy financially, they'll waste your time, they'll drain your energy spiritually, and they'll drain all your spiritual gifts and leave you useless, sometimes even dead. They don't care. Yes, they only marry you because they want something from you. They're not marrying you because they love you as a person. Because there's something in you they want to quench, they want to pick, they want to benefit. That is why they are trying to attach themselves to you. So you need to be very careful when you are going for relationships. Make sure you know the person you are going into very, very well. Then also, there are people or parties who are supposed to pay their karmic debts. Some people has lived roughly in the past lives. So in this life, they have to make things right. They have to amend things. And when they're able to amend things, then they will become soulmates. But if they are not able to amend things, then they still remain in the same karmic circle. So they will still be going round and round the same karmic circle. They will go and come back and go and come back, and it will still remain. Now, some people also might be, although they may not be together with their partners, they are twin flame partners, but they are in a different relationship. The twin flame, the man is in a different relationship, the woman is also in a different relationship, but spiritually they have been meeting each other, and this creates the spiritual marriage. You are a woman, you find yourself sleeping with another one in the spirit. You are a man, you find yourself having an affair with another woman in the spirit. All this can be the work of the twin flame. So now, to break free from these twin flame relationships, there should be a cord cutting. Especially for those who have met their partners and they try to marry and it doesn't work. And there's a separation, but you find it difficult to move on. There should be a cord cutting. When you go to Google, you find out what a cord cutting is. There are different ways to cut it from there. Then those who are in different relationships, but they do not meet their soulmate, their twin flame. They do not meet their twin flames, but spiritually they have been meeting. Those people need deliverance. Now you need deliverance. You can deliver yourself by taking some number of fasting and prayers and seriousness and waiting before the Lord and get rid of all type of sin, and then make sure that the power of God is able to break that relationship, that contract. The Spirit of God will break that contract. So when it is broken, then now you go for the cord cutting so that you can break the spiritual marriages. Thank you very much. I remain Eric Paddy Boso, and I know that as we continue the discussions, all the loopholes will be found, and then our relationships will be better because we are moving into a new world. We are moving into a new life. So we are not going to live the old life in the new life. We are not going to live the old life in the new world. We are leaving everything behind, and now we are taking on the armor of God, and we are moving like we are riding on the wings of the eagle. So get prepared, leave everything that does not serve you behind, and let's move into the new world. Thank you very much.